Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the nested inventory system in your project. Nested inventory architecture will allow you to hold items within another item, or containers within containers, if you will. So as you can see here, I have this inventory architecture system template, and it has this sections, chest, legging, right hand slot, left hand slot, and item. These sections will is determined by gameplay text. I will get to this later. So as you can see, I have this another item, which is a huge container, a backpack, and it has this inventory inside it, 3 by 3. It works like another inventory. I can transform items, I can translate items, remove from. It works like another inventory. So this is benefit one, nested architecture. Another benefit of this architecture is it holds items as objects. So you can hold runtime variables such as durability or current cost. Your project will determine it. So I can hover items and perform a cast for this item's payload and check its durability as extra. So that's benefit number 2. Benefit number 3. Items are also based on data assets, which you can create and use it for anything really. How you can do this? The base data asset is item static data, which holds just name, type, icon, and stack count and grid size. Grid size will determine how much slots does this item occupy. Payload template is actually another inventory template. For example, default items doesn't have any inventory sections. You can populate this by just clicking the sections and determine its grid size, and items will populate automatically, as you can see. And you can also populate items so that when this item gets created, it will hold these items. So I'm going to delete all this. How you can create your own dataset is simple as creating another blueprint, which will be a child of item static data, and you can create your own variables here, which could be mesh, skeleton mesh. After you have created your own custom static data, you can create instance of this by go to the data assets and custom static data, and your created variables will show up here. By default, it doesn't items doesn't have any mesh. You can create this by just creating another blueprint. Benefit number 4. As you can see, sections as gameplay text. Sections will determine which items goes where. In our character, we can add manager component, inventory manager, and it will ask you to fill the settings section, inventory payload template, and you can create your own or use the plugins default. Plugins default has these sections called nested inventory architecture, item, outfit, hat, for example. This section will determine which items goes where. This section has nested inventory architecture.item.outfit.hat. For a hat item can go here, but a chest item cannot go here because it doesn't have hat in it. But in the 7th section, we have just the inventory architecture.item. All of the items which has item tag can go here. So you can create this for your own equipment system and customize it really easily without dealing with arrays, allow list, blacklist, etc. You can just determine the type of the item and it will go where it's available. Benefit number 5, customizable inventory editing. If we go to the project settings and look for under the plugins nested inventory architecture, you can see that inventory system base class is available here. You can create inventory systems and edit the functions or add your own functions here. And so that when you add an item, you can use the customize add item function on your project. So for example, your game has items which as classed as common, epic and legendary items, for example. And if you have found legendary item but you have common item in your inventory, you want to discard the common item and take the legendary item. By default it doesn't do this, but you can do this by overwriting the add to inventory function and use that instead. So it allows you to customize everything, including this. What you need to do is create an blueprint and create inventory system objects and use this instead. By default it has 5 overridable functions and you can use them or override them or add your own functions by casting to your own system. Benefit number 6. This architecture is all replicated, which means that if you know replication, you will have no issues with it. So if you know replication, you should know that if you create your own items in runtime, for example, this will explain it, I think, really well. If I press Q, this will run the server at random item, and this will run on server, and it will create inventory item from static data, which you can call this create inventory item static data, and it will return inventory objects, and it will add to the inventory of the inventory manager's inventory system. As you can see, all of the logic is handled by the server, so you will have no issues with it. I have just scratched the surface of this inventory and its capabilities. If you want to know more, you can always check the documentation, which is linked below, and go from there, which has quick start, data structure, and it will have more. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.